Hi, I'm William Plumstead,
And I'm Diana Smith,
and we are.
Universal Garden Solutions.
Today we're going to discuss many different plants that we planted over the last few months since we started YouTubing. And Dinah's going to talk about this particular plant. It's called the Vicks plant.
A couple episodes ago, we spoke about the Vicks plant and all the great benefits that it has. I don't know if you remember how small this plant was a couple episodes ago, but we have been propagating it, which basically means we've been taking cuttings from the plant and slowly creating a little personal army of Vicks plants. So the best thing to do is to take your plant and cut it at just above where two leaves branch out. So that's what we did with this plant, and we planted this plant. So it started off just like these did, little tiny leaves, a little bit, a couple more leaves than these, and as you can see, in a matter of weeks, it got to be just about as tall as this one. But as you can tell, the more you cut, actually, the greater these plants grow, which is awesome, because if you remember from our last episode, the Vicks plant is really, really good. Just like the Vicks Vapor Rub that you probably used as a kid or maybe as an adult, you can cut these leaves, put them in some boiling water, and breathe in that steam, and it'll clear up your nasal passages, clear up your chest. You can also make a little bit of a pumice out of it with some Vaseline as well, and rub that on your chest just like a Vicks Vapor Rub. So, take the plants that you have at home, start to basically multiply them. You can share them with your friends, share them with your family, or just have a nice little garden for yourself at home.
A couple episodes ago, we talked about holy basil, and that's something we have in our tea. We have tea, holy basil tea, almost every day. In India, and some other countries, they take a leaf from the holy basil, they put it in a glass of water at nighttime before they go to bed. The next day, they use that water for their tea because it has many, many properties which we'll list in a link below. It's really good for you.
It's basically all the vitamins that you could possibly need. It's better than taking a supplement daily.
Definitely, definitely. And a couple episodes ago, I actually took from this holy basil tree, which I killed from the heat. It was like this tall when I first got it. It flowered, looked beautiful. Put my hands on it, I almost killed it. But it came back to life anyway. So I took the flowers and I basically sprinkled them, these little tiny seeds inside this pot. And guess what? Look, I got 3 more. Well, we got a whole bunch of holy basil, little trees like this growing right now. And there's 4 different types. This particular strain comes from India. How do you pronounce it? Tulsi?
Tulsi.
Tulsi.
They're all Tulsi. There's 4 different types of Tulsi.
Yeah, I guess. But there's 4 different types of variations, and they all taste a little bit different in the tea as well. They don't all taste the same. Even though they're all called holy basil, it's different strains. It's kind of like marijuana, I guess. Different flavor, that kind of stuff. Anyway, wanted to show you. It's pretty cool. Like big flowers, mix some seeds, make your own plants, have some fresh tea, share your tea with your friends, tell a good story. You want to add to it?
No, I'm all set.
You don't say. Let's talk about Moringa. Moringa, the miracle tree. I drove all the way to DC during the virus to pick up Moringa tree from my friend Niraj.
By the way, it's only 45 minutes away.
Alright, I'm exaggerating. It wasn't that far. Anyway, let's start again here. I drove to DC to pick up the Moringa tree off of Niraj from CTC, and he gave us a really good tutorial explanation about what they use Moringa, which is known as the miracle tree, what they use it for. And So we tried one. Then we ended up ordering seeds ourselves online. And now we grow moringa trees. And now we also sell moringa trees online to feed the homeless families with our proceeds. So this is the moringa tree. This one's about 6 months old. It didn't grow very much, but it will get new growth during the summertime. So by the end of the summer, it might end up being about 4 feet tall. The leaves are very high in protein. They're really good for you. You can eat the leaves. It's great.
Less filling.
Yeah. I think it's 30% protein on the leaves, right?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah. And Dinah's going to explain to you how we go about growing this tree.
After we sprout the seeds, we had a lot of trial and error, and we unfortunately
More error than trial.
yes killed a lot of seeds by not learning how to get them to sprout properly. So once we finally learned how to get them to sprout properly, we found these great little greenhouses on Amazon. We'll put the link below.
And stop hitting Amazon. Love Amazon.
These little greenhouses come with 6 little pods, and then they have drainage on the bottom. And you plant each seed in a little pod, and then it creates its own little mini greenhouse. And the cool thing is it also has like a little dial that you can let the humidity in and out. And we place these underneath our LED lights. And believe it or not, once they sprout, you actually only have about a week's worth of time until you have to transplant them. You need at least 6 inches for the roots once they sprout. Otherwise, they will die. We found that out the hard way. So we found these great little felt pots. We're not working for Amazon, but again, we found them on Amazon. And then you plant them in these little pots.
From Amazon.
And now, just like the Vicks plant, we have a bunch of, I don't know, now probably about 20 plants.
I got about 20 of these.
Yeah, in the process.
And then we'll sell them online, but we're going to sell them, and a lot of proceeds are going towards feeding the homeless. We grow a lot of food here at our garden, and we feed a lot of homeless families in the community. That's our goal. Every part of the tree is edible. Every part of the tree has healing powers. From the root system, to the bark, to the leaves, every single part of it is used for healing. It actually has so many different properties in it, and I'll list a whole bunch on the link below, what it does for you. But you'll be amazed, from decreasing inflammation to fighting cancer, and I mean, that's just 3 things that I'm aware of, and just like
That was actually 2 things.
2 things.
Good.
All right.
But we'll list them for you.
But we'll list them all for you anyway, and it does a lot. Around the world, the Philippines, Asia, India, this tree, if you were stuck in the middle of the desert, they claim you can live by just having this tree alone.
Moringa Seeds. We have a dog that does not want to cooperate with our filming process. However, we're going to talk about how to sprout your moringa seeds. You can go online and basically find any number of places to get moringa seeds. This particular bag that we got that is from Yogi's Gift, again from Amazon. I swear we don't work for them. With each of the seeds, they have these little wings. Some people tell you to cut off the wings. Some people tell you to crack the seeds. What I've found, I just leave them alone. And this has been a lot of trial and error. Error. Trial and error. So I just leave them as they are. This, we got a tip from somebody else who grows moringa. It is called Soul, and it basically just helps speed up the process of getting the seeds to sprout. So it's considered a soil amendment is what they call it. So I just take a capful of this and put it into a spray bottle.
Talking about the miracle tree, Moringa. This is the powder you could buy. You could buy this online, actually, or you can go inside Walmart. Walmart sells it now. We decided to go to a reputable source for the powder. And again, I'm not promoting Amazon, but we got it through Amazon as well. Now with the Moringa powder, it's a green like the leaves, and you can make it into either a baking product, you know, cakes and cookies, that kind of stuff. We put it inside smoothies in the morning. We mix a nice big smoothie up and we make a smoothie. You could also put it in a latte as well. And being it's so healthy for you, and actually they claim it can help fight cancer and different inflammation. You can make dog biscuits with it. That's pretty cool. Our older dog, Sadie, the poor little thing, is like this. She's suffering. So we make homemade dog biscuits. It actually helps her out. It decreases the inflammation instead of giving her aspirin or anything else. So if you want to go to the store or you want to go online, buy the powder. If you can't grow the moringa tree. If you want to grow the tree and take the fresh leaves like we do also, and grind up the leaves, you can make your own powder. Or you can just buy it. So I was talking earlier about how I have holy basil tea every day. This is the product that I buy, the tea bags. So I take this tea every single night before I go to sleep. And I drink my tea. It comes in little tea bags. You could buy this. Where'd you get this one at?
Amazon.
Amazon, yeah, Amazon again. And this one has, as Dinah said before, there's 4 different types of Tulsi. This one contains 3 of the 4. It contains the Roma, what's the other one, Dinah?
Vanna. It's on the.
Yeah, Roma, Vanna, and something else.
That we can't pronounce.
I can't pronounce. It's too longer. It's longer than delicatessen. I'm screwed every time. Anyway, it contains 3 to 4, and it's really good. So, besides that, have your tea every day. Put a leaf inside a glass of water. Drink that in the morning with your tea. If you don't want to buy the tea bags, same thing. Thanks for watching us. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Stay healthy. Drink holy basil tea. Eat moringa. And most of all, subscribe to our channel because we have a mission to feed homeless communities. Subscribe.
So it'll clear your nasal passages, clear
Can
your
you please
chest.
go shut that dog up? I'm getting annoyed with that dog. I'm just trying to make a show here. Shut that off.
Who cares if the dog is...
Dog just bark, bark, bark. Anybody want a dog? Take them all.
Or if you watched our previous episode about the Vicks plant, it has a great number of medicinal qualities.
Stop.
Yeah, I don't remember any other shit.
Stop. Just stop the whole thing.
Just keep going.
No, seriously, stop, because the dog's bark anyway.
Oh.
And you're getting stumbled. Vapor Rob does the same. Shut it off. She distracted me when she walked in. Just shut up, please. Just let's go out there. Online, through Amazon, hopefully.
No.
And no.
Not through Amazon.
Okay. I don't know. That's her department. Welcome back. This is Lola, and she likes to bark a lot and drive me crazy. Anyway, gotta talk about the Vicks plant. This tree alone. Now, in our case, when we went to grow it, we'd be dead in less than a week. Yeah, we'd be dead. I'd probably be cutting her up and eating her, you know, or vice versa. Depends who has a knife.
I think I'd get more meals out of you.
What are you trying to say?
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Well, you know, I'm working on that. Right now, it looks like a sirloin steak, but hopefully I'll get a little bit more leaner.
We digress.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's the moringa tree.
that's a Moringa tree. Thanks for listening to our stupid nonsense.
Oh, God, help me.
You did. You're next to me.
We could always edit it because I'm eating my chocolate chip cookie.
You're stuffing your face? So if we're in a desert island, I could eat you because you're a big fat
I'm
cookie.
trying to fatten myself up so that you have something to eat if we get stuck on a desert island because
Believe me, there's enough there to eat.
have a nice little garden for yourself at home.
And clear up your nose and blow out some snots from your friends. The dog does.
That too. Alright, next.
That's the end of Vicks. Adios! Alright, let's do that. Can you see my feet?
No.
That's alright.
No, I'm all set.
You don't say. It's like evil.
No, he needs to smoke the marijuana.
Peace out. Was I funny or no? Huh?
All good.
Am I funny? Huh?